Actually pisses me off because I like Arsenal, right? They are my favorite English team. And the fact that they bottled the Premier League the year before last season, and then this past season, they lost it by one game. I was expecting them to hit this summer transfer market and go after world-class or already proven players. But what do Arsenal do? The same old shit, going after another young kid, a 20-year-old striker that doesn't start for RB Leipzig. That's how Arsenal plan on bridging the gap between them and Man City. That's how they plan on actually winning some damn trophies. That's how they plan on moving forward for next season. Now, I don't like this deal at all. All that this tells me, with Arsenal being this heavily linked to him, is that they're not serious. Arsenal are just happy being in the conversation. They don't actually want to compete. They don't actually want to win. They're just happy with their names being in the same sentence as Man City. And it's sad. It's actually sad because there are much better strikers out there that are already Premier League proven that Arsenal can go get. That would be a statement signing. Ivan Toney only has 12 months left on his deal. He's at freaking Brentford. You don't think he'd force that move? Go get Toney. I think he's one of the best strikers available on the market. Ivan Toney can do everything. He can drop deep. He can hold up play. He can score. He's good with the ball in the box. He's also good in the air as well. He's a complete package. He would literally fit Arsenal's style of play. This man scored 20 goals for Brentford. Imagine what he would do at Arsenal with better players and more chances. Arsenal are not serious, bro. They don't actually want to win. They just like being involved. They like being brought up in the title race. But the moves that I'm seeing them linked with, it doesn't impress me. It doesn't strike me as a team that needs to win something, because I think Arsenal need to win a trophy immediately. And I think if Arteta goes another season without winning something, he has to be sacked. If they come second again next season and they didn't win FA Cup, Champions League, even the Carabao Cup, you have to sack this manager, because clearly he's not the right man for the job. And I don't know if you guys would agree with me. Maybe I'm being too harsh. But I think the patience is running out with this manager. How much more money should he spend before people can demand you to win things? Because he did win a trophy in his first 5 months, the FA Cup. But that was with Unai Emery's squad. That's the same squad that everybody likes to tell me is so shit, that he had to start from zero. He had to rebuild and get rid of so much deadwood. That's what everybody tells me about that same squad that's won him his only trophy. So, yeah, sort it out. Sort it out if you are Arsenal, because it's actually getting ridiculous. 20 years, and you haven't won the league. No trophies in the last 4 seasons. Well, 4 years, I should say. Are you mad? Man City and Chelsea are right behind Arsenal in terms of major trophies overall. If this continues, in a few seasons, Chelsea and Man City are probably going to pass Arsenal in terms of major trophies. Arsenal are the 3rd biggest club in England. And the only reason why they're the 3rd biggest club is because of what they've won. Major trophies, it's what puts you in that conversation. And in a few years, we're going to be talking about Arsenal being the 5th biggest club, because they wanted to keep trusting the process and doing a youth movement. 20-year-old backup striker at RB Leipzig. Get the hell out of here. Now, as far as Chelsea are concerned, I think this would be a better signing for Chelsea, right? Because I don't think Chelsea are in any situation to win the league next season. I think they have a good squad, and I think Chelsea will surprise people next season. But there's no expectations for them to win the league. So they can take a gamble on a Sesko, because the expectations are not as high for Chelsea next season as it is for Arsenal. Now, I made a bold prediction before Pochettino got sacked, and I said I think next season Chelsea will bridge the gap and they will come 3rd. Now, with this Enzo Maresca guy here, maybe I got to fall back. I think Chelsea will come top 5. And I think they will win. Like, I think the expectation for Chelsea has to be top 5 and deep runs in the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and you have to win the Conference League. No excuses. If they don't win that competition, some questions. Bro, I'm not saying to sack the manager, but I would sack the manager. That's all that I'm. The Conference League. Are you mad? Olympiacos won it this year. They play in the Greek League. Chelsea should walk that competition. But as far as their team is concerned, they do need a striker, right? Nicholas Jackson is a good player, right? But he should not be starting for you week in, week out. That is a £1 billion squad right there. How the hell did Nicholas Jackson end up being your main man up front? I think that he does have good qualities, right? He can hold the ball up, can link play. He's good on the ball as well. He has good tech, but he can't put the ball into the back of the net consistently. And it's cost Chelsea quite a few times last season in games where they created chances. And I'm like, yo, how the hell have Chelsea not scored yet? Like against Man City in the FA Cup semifinals, they should have beat them. They had multiple chances that they wasted. Against Liverpool, they outplayed them in the Carabao Cup final. Again, weren't clinical. So they do need a striker. Now, they were linked to Ivan Toney, Victor Osimhen, a bunch of other strikers. And now Sesko, it looks like this is the player that they are trying to actually sign. I like it more for Chelsea than I do Arsenal. Because he's a project. Nobody knows what they're going to get from this kid. So why, if you're trying to win the title, and if you're in the middle of a title race, if you're Arsenal, why would you go out there and sign him? When Ivan Toney, Victor Osimhen, shit, maybe even Julian Alvarez is available this summer. Go out there and make a statement. Ollie Watkins, Alexander Isaac. But you want to be cheap and go out there and spend maybe 50 million on Sesko. And then when Arsenal don't win it next year, people are going to want to talk about how, oh, Man City, 115 charges. Bro, like, no. The reason why City dominate the Premier League is because they have the most ambition. They're the club that spends, and they're just so well run. And they're not on a PR thing. All these other clubs are PR clubs, bro. They don't actually care about winning. And City are going to keep winning even after Pep leaves until another club shows that they're serious. That's my thing. Like, people just act like if Pep leaves next season, after next season, they're going to just fall off a cliff and be trash. City are one of the best run clubs in the world. You think their owner isn't going to go out there and get another world-class manager that's going to be able to sustain what they already have? And this was the worst City team that we've seen in a while this season. And they still won the league. Imagine next season when they go out there and they already got Savio coming in. They got Yan Koto coming back on loan from Girona as well. They're linked to Bruno Guimaraes. They're linked to a bunch of players, and they're probably going to sign a few of them. They're not going to be relying on Kovacic, Matheus Nunes, players like that. So if Arsenal want to show that they're serious, you go out there and you go sign a proven striker, not Benjamin Sesko. But you guys let me know in the chat,